Hello everyone and welcome back to class. Today we are going to be talking about past perfect tense. This is a way to talk about things that have happened in the past but are still going on at the present time. So to review, let us take a look at the tenses we've already covered in class. We've covered past, present, and future. Okay? Now if you remember, past, in most cases, not all, but most, and verbs end in ed. Okay? Worked, pitched, finished, so on and so forth. Of course, like everything else in English, there are always exceptions to the rule that you have to be aware of. But more times than not, they end with this ed ending. Present tense tells us what is going on at the moment. I work, or you can say I work for AT&T. I am working. I am running. You are correct. Currently, at the moment, very moment, you are correct. Future tells us stuff that is going to be going on in a time later than right now. I will run. I will stop. I will eat. So far, so good. But now we're going to talk about taking a time that is in the past and has continued into the future. So if you want to think about this as a timeline, right? You have something that started somewhere back here, behind the present time. And it's going on to right now, at this very moment. That is what we are talking about. We are talking about being able to tell people something that has began in the past and is continuing on into the moment right now. It doesn't say anything necessarily about will that continue on into the future. It may not. But it could be something that is ending now. It could be something that will be going on. We don't know necessarily. But we are going to mostly just focus on being able to tell about this time period. Something that began in the past, something that has gone up into the present moment. And to do this, we have a very simple sort of construction. What you do is, in the sentence construction that we will be using, put these back up here, just for reference. You have your subject. Could be you, could be I, could be they, could be him, could be her, whatever. Plus have, oftentimes been, and a past tense verb. Now, the use of been isn't always necessary, and we're not going to cover anything with it today, but I just want you to be aware that later on, that is something that we will talk about. It's a part of this construction. Today, though, not necessary. So, let's start with a simple sentence. I have what? Past tense verb. Worked. And then whatever the rest of the sentence could be. It could be worked for AT&T since I was 22. I have worked for AT&T for 22 years. It could be anything. But it tells us simply that that is something that has begun in the past and is continuing on to this day. Let's try another sentence. You have, give me a verb, played. Good. Played what? Football. Football. Finish off the sentence. Football since you were 5. Okay, so you are saying with that sentence that at the age of 5, you started playing football. You were not 5 anymore, but at the age of 5, you started playing football, and you are still doing it today. Good. Very good. So we are going to talk about some more examples of how to use this and other practices that we can incorporate into it. So I need you to open up your notebooks and your workbooks and turn to page 53 so we can address this issue.